Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Do Bonsai. Today is Saturday, that'll be Saturday the 24th of July. We've been and done football this morning, so that's all sorted. And we've just got this one last piece of polycarbonate to put in position. I've actually got two pieces left. Somehow I've ended up with one extra piece, but we'll not complain about that. We'll get this into position and then we've got to start thinking about what we're going to put on the front here. I did consider repurposing the old greenhouse that was in this location before, and I may well do that rather than rushing into getting, you know, a set of double doors or something. I can plan a little bit better and move on for that. So we may well, you know, put in the old greenhouse. We'll just butcher it a little bit and make it work in the location that we've got here. We may have enough timber. We may need to buy a little bit more to frame it up and, you know, make things work. So yeah, let's crack on. final sheet in position, we've just got to clamp it down. So we've got some of the old bits of the old greenhouse around here. We've got the little door to let us in and out. There's a front side and then another front side. So that was in, the door was in between those. So what we'll probably do is we'll install this front side up to the wall against the batten that's going to go straight up and down. We'll fit the door into position and we'll put the other side, front side, in place, which will go somewhere like that. And then the space that's left, we'll cut down one of the old sides and work with that. And then we've got another one of the sides and the triple that was the old back. We'll flip them upside down and see if we can't create a nice flush finish for that, but we'll see how we get on. It's going to be interesting. Circular saw, tape measure, pencil. Let's get this side batten measured, cut and into place. So that measures out at 2275, so we'll cut that off. So we need to mark a straight edge on the timber in order to cut it through with the circular saw. And if ever you're struggling for a straight edge or a set square or anything like that, they make saws absolutely fantastic. You butt the edge of your saw up and that will give you a 90-degree angle. If you want a 45-degree angle, you can butt that edge up and that will give you a 45-degree angle. Perfect every time. So that's our front edge in position. We'll just make sure it's straight. We can just move it backwards and forwards on the sleeper. So I've got that just about where I want it. What I need now is my drill and the screw bits to anchor it in place. So the trusty Bosch 18 volt SDS gets the job done again. So we're going to start with the old front and get that put in position. It would appear that the sleeper runs down a little bit, so when it was put in position it wasn't put in straight. Now, I didn't worry about it at the time, but we'll have to do something to create that as a level down there now. What I'll do is I'll create a weather plate for the bottom and we'll get that level. So we've got the old front off the old greenhouse pretty much there and in position. Still needs a bit of fixing. I'm going to use the old back off the greenhouse, turn that upside down and rest that across the top and then cut the top edges off. I will also use the old front of the greenhouse to measure the part around the door as well if required, and that's also got the top lat for across the door, so we've got that to put in place as well, and then we've got a side piece to place in which will probably come off one of the old sides. We'll measure that gap, which is just wider than one of these, so we'll be cutting the concrete plinth corner out at a lower level, and then wherever the wall is we'll be cutting straight up, and then the other side panel will flip over and use as the top section for that as well. So we'll have had the front and the back, and then one of the sides flipped over the other side. So it's going to take the whole old greenhouse to create this. I went and I bought some tannalized 3x2. We put that in, put some chalk pieces underneath just to bring it to level. You can see how far it was out down there. It was quite a bit. So that's lifted that up and gave all this some straight edges, and it's coming together slowly but surely. It's coming together. I think we'll get these bits chopped in next, which will allow us to hopefully start using the door, although it'll only be on one hinge because there's only one hinge down the bottom and the other hinge is up at this level here. So we'll have to put, you know, a block from the old front into place somewhere along that, but we'll sort it. By hook or by crook, we'll sort it. So a small change of plan. As I was measuring up to put one of the sides on, I measured the side and it was almost perfect for filling that gap. So rather than, you know, cutting one in half and messing around too much, I've cut the bottom corner off. A little bit rough, but we'll be able to tidy that up and dress that up. You know, this is only a temporary measure until I can get somebody in to put me a really good door fitted into this space. I want it doing properly. I don't want to do this bit myself. It's a door that's going to be used again and again and again, but I do have a door in place. We just need to flip the 3-panel one upside down and measure to get the over and under, and then we'll have to flip a single to get that end piece in, and then we'll just have to run a piece of wood straight up and down that corner just to tidy it up for temporary. So yeah, coming together quite well, I think. So this is going to do it for today. We've got the panels in. It just needs fixing over that side. The door's in and hung and it opens and closes, but it needs a little bit of attention. So yeah, we do have the beginning of the doorway coming in. Tomorrow we'll address the bits around the top of the door. That's going to be quite interesting getting that sorted. But until then, make the best of the rest of your day. If it's the end of your day, have a great tomorrow. If you do go outside, please still wear a mask. Be kind to others, animals and the planet. And as always, I'll see you again in the next one.